writing this week. So here's writing. For Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be writing letters. Okay, so if you go into Google Classroom and you click on letters, this slideshow, oh, I need to move these around. This one should be at the top. So I have created these kind of template for the letters. So it says, Dear future 5th grade teacher, in this letter for Monday, you are going to write a letter to your future 5th grade teacher. And this letter is a way to introduce yourself to that teacher. What should they know about you as a learner? What are your interests? Anything that you feel like they need to know about you. Now, how I set this up is you can insert an image here. You could draw an image and put it in. You could take a picture of yourself with your webcam and put it in. It's really up to you as far as what image you want to put here. It could be, let's say you're really interested in soccer and you put a soccer ball, okay? You're going to start typing your letter here. Now remember, you need to indent by hitting tab, okay? So start your letter here. Now, the reason why it's kind of broken up here is because these are 2 separate text boxes. And it's so that, you know, if this got too big, it would go over into your image. And I didn't want to do that. So if you get to the bottom of this and you see that the text is starting to come over that continue typing here, what you can do is you pause your writing, you copy what you have or cut what you have been typing that goes beyond this blue line. And then you Control A to collect that text, and then you paste that text where it is, and then you can just continue writing, okay? If that's a little too confusing, or if you don't need this text box, you can always delete it. And then it's sincerely, and then you write your name. Now this sincerely in this image box and this Dear 5th grade teacher, you can move around. So if I have some, you know, if you want to do it in a different way, as far as graphic design goes, that is up to you. But yeah, so that is your letter that you're going to write for on Monday. Now for writing on Tuesday, you're going to write another letter, but this letter is to the future 4th graders of Mrs. Schnell's class. And it's very similar layout to your future 5th grade teacher, as you can see. But some of the things I want you to focus on is what do the 4th graders that are coming into my class need to know to survive 4th grade? What are some things they need to know about me, right, Mrs. Schnell? What advice would you give them knowing what you know now about being a 4th grader? Okay, so this is your opportunity to really be a mentor to these future 4th graders, right? Think about, I know some of you have 3rd grade brothers and sisters. Think about them, you know, coming into a 4th grade classroom and what would you want to teach them, right? And even if you don't, imagine you were an older sibling and you had a sibling coming into this class, right? What would they need to know? So that would be for Wednesday. For Monday and Tuesday, you're writing those letters. And then on Wednesday, you're going to go back into that memory book. Okay. Slideshow. And you're going to come to the 3rd slide and you're going to write a summer bucket list. I'm going to try to stretch your thinking and think of at least 5, if not more, things you want to do this summer. Given, right, we don't know what life might look like, if it's kind of going to go back to normal or not. But I really want you to think, okay, what do I want to do this summer? Mrs. Schnell personally really wants to grow a really great garden, and I'm already kind of in that those steps to create that to happen. But I know, like, for me, I need to be very diligent in watering my plants because guess what? That is something that I am not very good at. However, most of my plants don't die because I have a sprinkler system that helps water them. But right, I need to make sure that I am really taking care of my plants, watching the weather, making sure it's not freezing, making sure I pull them in when it's windy. So, just being really mindful about that. So that's just one thing. Another thing would be I'm planning on going to Washington over the 4th of July weekend to be with my family. So really just soaking up the beach and the sun and swimming while I'm there. And really just since I haven't been able to see my family, even though I wasn't planning on seeing them, just really taking stock of what's really important in life, and family and friends and you guys are what's really important in my life. So that's right. So you can write down your summer bucket list for your writing on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, you're going to write your goals for 5th grade. Now, remember, I want you to think of, okay, really reflect on who you were as a 4th grader. What have you grown in, already? And how can you either continue that growth into 5th grade, or what were some areas that you weren't very happy about with yourself? An area for me is definitely, I feel like for next year's 4th grade, I really want to get a good handle on classroom management and find something that really works for me. The ticket system was fun and worked relatively well. However, it didn't really work for me because I would forget on Fridays to open the store for you guys. It wasn't something that I did on a regular basis. And though it was a great incentivized thing for you guys to behave, and I'll give out these tickets. And then there was just too many tickets. Anywho's, I have decided to do something different. I decided that I'm probably going to do Class Dojo next year. That way I can have it on my computer, on my phone, and just give out points when I see awesome things happening. So that's one thing, is my goal for next year. Another goal that I have for next year is really to give over that ownership of learning to the students by having you guys reflect about your learning, having a little bit more choice in what you decide to learn about. And so I'm already in the works of creating that. I also have a goal to fix up class jobs, because that ended up being a whole, trying to give out new jobs every week was a little bit too much. So shortening that to every semester, choosing a new, like having kids apply for a job, and then every semester I would choose a new people for those jobs. So yeah, so it's just like fine tweaking my teaching profession is something that I have for my goal for next year. So think about you as a learner, right? Even teachers are learners. I'm learning as I'm going, okay? So you as a learner and you as a person, how do you want to, what goals do you have for yourself for next year? I know for me, when I went into 5th grade, I switched schools. And the person I was before at the school that I was from K through 4th, I felt like I was like a cool person. And I wasn't very kind to others. And I tried, but I didn't put my best foot forward, I think because I was distracted by my best friends. And then going into 5th grade, I didn't know anybody. And I really got that restart, right? I really got that restart to become the type of learner I wanted to be. And I really idolized Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. And so my friends always joked that as we got older, they joked that they thought I was weird at first because I was super eager. But I was able to make friends, and I was able to be friends with people who had similar goals to me. So just think of yourself as a fifth grade student and what your goals are. So that's writing for next